We are live. Hello everyone, it is Tyrannt, and welcome back to Satisfactory. In the last episode, we completed all of Tier 5. Even though I didn't think I'd be doing that. Today, I have another goal in mind. I would like to complete not all of Tier 6, not all of Tier 6, just parts of it. But to do that, we need plastic and rubber. So I'm over here by where we found the oil nodes. And I took care of the alien fauna. So we shouldn't have to worry about them just yet. Just kidding, we need to clean up the remains. Right, so today I'm going to see about getting some plastic and rubber. So let me do a quick scanny scan to make sure where our nodes are. Right, so our pure nodes are, we got a pure node over there. We got two normals here and here. Could have sworn there was another pure somewhere, but it is what it is. What I could do is I can overclock these two. I'm probably going to end up doing that. Oh, looks like I missed one. Oh, I missed two of them. Right, so let's begin by putting down some foundations. Concrete foundations, to be exact. Put it right there. I think we can just place the drill right on top of this, right? Yeah, we can. Like that. Now this produces 120 per minute. If we overclock it to 240 per minute, that should be enough to fit in a Mark I pipe. Although, I would like to get the Mark II at some point. That's why I want to get rubber. So we can unlock that. Anyway. I am going to be getting our explosive friends here. Clear out as much vegetation as I can. There we go. Let's zoop. I'm gonna choose to zoop. Got some alien remains to get rid of. If we do this, some stuff is gonna stick out. I know that much. there's not much I can really do about it. Let's go that way. If I need more concrete, then I'll just go get more. We're going to be piping that over here. Now for the refineries, in order to make plastic, we would need 30 per minute, to make 20 per minute, and then 10 heavy oil residue per minute. Let me get a count. Let me get my phone out. Because we're making 240 per minute. We can make, takes 30 per minute to make 20. So we could do 8 refineries. Eight refineries making plastic, so 20 times 8 is 160 per minute. We can take 40 out to make 120 per minute, make it a nice clean number. So 2 of them can be diverted somewhere else. I think I know what I want them to be doing. First, let's get rid of all this nature. There we go. Alright, it's probably going to be diverted over in this direction. To make empty canisters. So we can take 30 per minute to make 60 per minute. We'll be making 40 per minute. So that'll be more than enough. Although, if we wanted to... let's try 70 per minute. 75 per minute. No, not 90 per minute. 75. 80 per minute? Yeah, if we do 80 per minute, that'll give us 80 canisters per minute. And then we could take that and turn to packaged fuel. Because this is going to make 10 oil residue per minute. We're going to have 8 of these, so that's 80 per minute. Residual fuel, we'd only need 60 per minute. We do that if we do this. That's gonna be a bit much. Let's do 50 per minute. Okay, 55 per minute. 54 per minute, maybe? There's a sweet spot to this. I just gotta find it. There really isn't gonna be a clean thing to... Oh boy. Want residual fuel. Okay, so we do 40 per minute. 41. 42. 50 per minute. 75. 55 per minute is too much. So the closest we're probably going to get is 53 per minute. And then make packaged fuel. If I can just expand this out. Think about my logistics. Fortunately, we need rubber and plastic. Ugh. That's just a paradox, isn't it? I need one thing to make that thing. I need that thing to make that thing. Just one thing after the... Why can't it just be through the constructor? Why can't it just make the residue from these with no byproducts and just make plastic through the constructor? Why? Why has it got to be complicated? Best I can really do is just take fuel, is to make fuel and then use the polymer resin to do it. But I can't do that because then I need to make an output for the fuel, which would have to be a generator, but which I need rubber for. Just one thing after another. Alright, I need to rethink things. So making crude oil, it's gonna go through here to make the plastic we need. Then the oil residue is gonna go now what can I do with the oil residue exactly? Oil residue. I can turn to petroleum coke. And probably just run that through a resource sink. That's a way to get rid of it. Can I even put petroleum coke through a resource sink? Let me look that up. Yeah, it should work. So we'll do that. So give me a moment. To expand our platform. There. This can go there. That. That. And then do this. Hello, bird. I'm not gonna kill you because you're awesome looking. Right, so our first set of refineries. Our first 4 refineries. I'll have make plastic. that should make 120 per minute. Actually, no. That's all we want. We want to do this. Not residual. Plastic. Like this. Right, so 30. Actually, let me think of this. Let me think this through. Because this one's going to be producing 240 per minute. Each of these needs 30 per minute to make 20 per minute. $30 times 4 is only 120. And all that to get 80 per minute. And a bit of residual oil. Well, I'm probably gonna have to make more motors, but I can probably do that pretty easy because we have the stuff right. For petroleum coke, it's 40 per minute to make 120 per minute. These 4 would fuel this pretty easily. So yeah, I'm not going to double it. What I will do, however, is turn all the rest. Actually, you know what? We can only make 4 more refineries anyway. So, I got a new plan. Oh, hello, lizard doggo. You're not the one I tamed before, but I'm going to say hello to you. Yeah, you go run away. I don't want you being in the way. Something like this would be good enough. So I'm thinking... I've been thinking... Connect all of these like that. I'll move these up ahead now. They look at it. Like that, yeah. like that. And that will turn... Organization. The industrial. Storage. No, not even industrial. Because it doesn't need to be industrial. If I choose the industrial one, we're going to get stuck with too much to move. So I'll go with 2 normal ones. For the first one, I'll do that. So 20, 40, 60. We're going to need a Mark II built. Connect this to that. Like that. They'll take a merger. Not a splitter this time. A merger. Let's do this. Like that. That. To that. But then we'll take the Mark I to connect that to that. And make another mergers. 2 more mergers here. And here. And now I'll connect that to that. And that to that. And then we will take 1 refinery. Line it like that. Check out to this to that. This will make petroleum coke using the 40 we're making from these 4. Which we will run through a resource sink. Like that. Then once this fills up, we'll switch it to rubber. Now all that's really left to do is connect everything. So this can connect to that and that. Then we can move this back here. Connect to that and that. Then back over here. Connect to that and that. Then we can connect these. This. Let me take this. Over this way. Connect to that over there. It's not perfectly aligned, but it'll have to do. Oh, this can then go this way. This, that. And then we can bring over a pylon temporarily and connect that to that. And that should generate our plastic. I am first, however, going to drop off all our excess stuff. Because frankly, we don't need a lot of it. First, however, let's bring a pylon this way. That can go there. Once again, this is only temporary. Something I would like to do is to make some packaged fuel. To run some trucks to transport all this plastic that we're going to be making, along with the rubber, and then drive it all the way to base. Because now that I look at it, this might not be where we put our power station. There's only one pure node, not two like I thought there were before. Wait. What's this one over here? This one pure? It is! Never friggin' mind. we will be setting up the power station here. Because that one's pure, and that one's pure. We'll just pipe these. You know what? There's nothing really stopping me from just having our plastic and oil factory, our plastic and rubber factories being right next to the power station. I was planning on piping stuff over that direction anyway. Either way, I will be building the grid over here. Can I put another extractor here? I cannot. It is too tall. The foundations are too tall. You know what? That's fine. The oil extractors just need to be on the nodes anyway, and I think that should prevent them from enemies from spawning. And then, once we've made our oil and plastic, our rubber and plastic, not oil and plastic. Oil is what makes the rubber and plastic. Once we've made all the stuff we need with rubber and plastic, we will then build our fuel factory. Although, before I do any of that, I'd like to brace this tower with the one with the ladder. Just so we can ride our way back. Oof. That might be a problem. Oh well. We're gonna be reorganizing stuff anyway in the near future. No idea what's going on with our factory line. I think it's because we just cut one. I mean, not our factory line. With our power station, I think it's because we cut one off from the other. But that's not really going to matter because we're going to be making. Updating the fuel anyway. Right, so... Let me think about how I want to do this. I'll deposit these there. The cable here. Rods can go here for now. I'll probably hold on to the reinforced plate because that's what we need for the Mark II builds. Don't do that. That. We're done with pipes for the time being, so we can do that. Put those in there, and that'll transfer up to there. Concrete can go here. I'll do that for reinforced plate. Now that I think about it. Should not need steel beam. At least not anytime soon. Then I will... take our leftover motors. Put them in here. We're going to need a lot more motors. I can tell you that much. Oh boy, are we ever going to need a lot more motors. Not that it's going to take a lot to make, mind you. I have a lot of resources on hand anyway. But the motors themselves are what's going to be needed for a lot of machines. Which is why I'm probably going to be making a new factory dedicated to making them. Because I want to move all this over this way. Maybe expand the whole thing altogether. That way. I'll have materials on it. I really should look into the depot. But again, I don't have manufacturing at the moment. Which I need plastic for. But you know what? Something like this would be fine. I probably should have stored those power shards, but it's no big deal. I can just go get them if I lose them. I don't want to go back. I want to set up the factory and see what blows up. let's go this way. I will be doing this at least. For when we do move this to there with rubber. Alright, let's see if this even works. Oh, I need cable. Probably shouldn't have stored all my cable, now that I think about it. Let's go get our cable. Alright, I'll try to jump off and get on this one. But it's a long way to the bottom of this. And I missed. Hello. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Because once we get fuel power, we're not going to be needing that coal power station all that much. But again, we're going to need a lot of rubber. Like a lot. Hey, let's grab some cable and get back. That should be enough. Something else we should probably look into is getting a jetpack, since it's going to be heal one here in the future anyway. Actually, if I were to get a dimensional depot, and anything in the dimension stored, acts as within my inventory anyway, and the jetpack runs on fuel in my inventory, could I, by chance, take whatever fuel's in the dimensional depot and have my jetpack be powered on that? If I can, I just do that. We are arriving at our destination. Uh-oh. You know, something else I could probably do is to get around is to build some hyper tubes. That's another thing I've been needing to do for a while. I think that's going to be another project to get around. So let's now connect this to that. This should fill everything up with oil. Good, good, good. Here comes our plastic. Good, good. Yeah. This is working rather nicely. Petroleum coke's not going to be too much of anything to really work with, but it certainly is better than not making any resource point, any fixed points. Speaking of, we still need a lot more of them. We probably don't need to overclock this anymore, because we only need 120 per minute. But at least now, we're making our plastic. And I'll end up doing the same thing with rubber when this is full. So that is probably going to be an off-screen thing if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. That said, however, I am curious about one thing. These are both normal. I overclock them. I can then have 8 doing plastic and 8 doing rubber. it's gonna be 8 and 8. 8 rubber, 8 plastic. 160 per minute. Run those on a road of some kind. Put these on. Now this runs. I'm going to head over to. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna head back to base. See about what I need or what I can purchase in the awesome shop. Because now that we have oil, we should be able to buy a lot of good stuff. So do we have asphalt though? Do, it only takes concrete. And the patterns, just paint on. Like that. I'm getting ideas in my head. And you know what happens when I get ideas in my head? They just don't go away until either I complete them or if they are proven to be not possible. At the moment, I can't do them at the moment. Yes, not enough plastic, not enough rubber. We need rubber for trucks, we need fuel to power them, we have neither. Right here. So for the shop. We need 5 for this. 5 for that. I might not bother these just yet, though I might get the medical box for when we start making inhalers. We already got all this. We need to get these, but we need to buy the roofs first. So all of this is what I'm trying to get. Especially the fix-it roofs. But it's gonna be a while before we can get any of it. It may not seem like a lot, but this does add up rather quick. Let's head back. Probably haven't made enough plastic to be done yet, but actually let's go check on. Let's see how much plastic we need for manufacturing. 400. We probably have that by now. But we probably... I'm pretty sure I don't have 200 motors. That is something I'm going to have to craft on my own. But I should still have plenty of this and this. So let's select this milestone for now. Then for the piping, we'll need 1,000 and 1,000, but we need heavy modular frames for that, and we can't make them unless we get this. So let's get industrial manufacturing, so we can get the manufacturer. Sleepy. So, once I check on our plastic supply, I'm probably going to end the stream and go to bed. Because I need sleep. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Oh boy, up this hill. Oh, I just barely made the jump to ride along that power line. Oh well. Alright, yeah, that should be plenty of plastic. For doing what we need to do. The problem is that we don't have the motors for it, which I'll probably do tomorrow. So that is just gonna have to do it for today. Thank you all for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and do all that lovely, lovely, lovely internet stuff that you've come to know and love if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch while I'm streaming this, or just after I've streamed it, then be sure to follow me on Twitch. You can find the link to my Twitch in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. And you can find my YouTube on my profile page on on Twitch if you're watching this on Twitch. So, that is all for now. I'll see you next time.